Hello there, everyone. This is Cory Show. This is segment 2 on my show today. I just did the Miami Heat stuff, and now I want to talk about the great Oklahoma City Thunder. Yes, I did say great, because I love the Oklahoma City Thunder. And, I want to go from the beginning of the season. I can't remember if they started out really hot or not, but they started off pretty good, I believe, and they've done very good as the season progressed. Many of the experts say, they need a big man. They don't have enough big men, which was so true until they got Kendrick Perkins from the NBA trade deadline just for Jeff Green and someone else. I can't remember. They also got Nate Robinson in that trade, but he's pretty irrelevant in this. And Kendrick Perkins gives them that main big guy who's great at defense, great at rebounding, that big guy they were searching for. And all they had to do was get rid of Jeff Green and Nenad Kristić, who isn't even that good. Now they have their big man in him, and now they also do have, I believe they had him beginning of the season, Nazr Mohammed, who is, oh my goodness, I've seen him play, but when he played against Miami Heat in some of the games I've seen him, my gosh, he is a beast. He is a great player. Okay, maybe not great player, I'm sorry. He's a good player. I think he's a great rebounder and a great, just defender all around. He's another big guy who does really good for them, and I've heard so many praises from Kevin Durant. And when you get praise from Kevin Durant, that's always a good thing, because Kevin Durant's one of my favorite people in the NBA. Some of their other big men on this team are Serge Ibaka, who is a great shot blocker and a good defender and rebounder, like I said. They really have a lot of depth at the center and forward position. They also have one young guy in Cole Aldrich, who's a rookie. He played for Kansas, and he's a pretty good player. He's about 6'11". They can develop him. Nick Collison, he was from the same college as Cole Aldrich, from Kansas, and I think they'll keep on developing those guys. But those three guys like I named before, and Serge Ibaka, Nazr Mohammed, and Kendrick Perkins are all great big men. And to complement those big men, they have a great point guard, in my mind, a very underrated point guard in Russell Westbrook. Excuse me. They have Kevin Durant, who is an NBA superstar. They have on the starting lineup Thabo Sefolosha, who I think he's a decent shooting guard. And I'm guessing Serge Ibaka does play, I believe, in the starting forward role, power forward role. That's a pretty good team right there. Their backup guard is Daquan Cook, who is a good three-point shooter. This team, I only have praises for this team because they're so young, but yet they have so much talent, and they're just all pretty much likable people on this team. Oh, and also James Harden is a beast too. I'm sorry. Yeah, these are all great players in my mind. They're coached by Scott Brooks, who's a very nice guy too. I have nothing but praises for this team, because in a Western Conference, I know that it's starting to age a bit and wasn't the superpower as it was, because the talent balance has definitely shifted to the Eastern Conference, and the Miami Heat and the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics, even though they're a bit older. But they're such a good team, and they're right behind these great teams in the San Antonio Spurs, the Lakers, and the Dallas Mavericks. And I've seen the Thunder keep close in some of these games. Last year, without not Russell Westbrook, Kendrick Perkins, they took the Lakers to about 6 games. Were really the height advantage in that, of the Lakers and what do you say? Sorry, lost my train of thought. Yes, as I was saying, the big man battle was, for the Lakers, they have Andrew Bynum and Pau Gasol, Lamar Odom. They got guys, all big men just everywhere, like the Celtics. So they took care of that easily. I didn't watch any of the series, but I did see some stuff about it. And from what I've heard about it, it's just the size advantage, took control of that. But now they do have some good size in this team now. You could watch out for the Oklahoma City Thunder, because when Kevin Durant, gets hot, it's a nightmare to stop this man. He's such a likable guy. he is just a monster. He's an all-around great player in my mind, and he's only been in the league for 3 years. I mean, it's amazing. The Thunder with him would be a good team. They'd be maybe about 500 team, but with this guy, he is a great player, and he has a great superstar point guard. Yes, superstar point guard in Russell Westbrook. He's a great player. I don't know any of his stats, and I'm not a big stats guy, so I'm not going to say any of them to you, and I can't talk right now. I think he's very underrated, like I said. He's got great skills as a point guard. He's very unselfish, as a point guard should be, and he has a great shot, too. Watch out for this Oklahoma City Thunder team, because I've seen the Lakers struggle out this year, as they usually do in the regular season. But with the big men and Kendrick Perkins now and Anazi Muhammad, they can now, I believe, contend with these big men of the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, don't get me wrong. I know they are the two-time defending champions. I'm not trying to suggest that, they'd sweep them in 4 games. But this team I've seen when Pau Gasol wants to, he can just dominate everyone. It's end of story. But I've seen him during games. He doesn't want to try. I feel like sometimes, he thinks to himself, I have 2 rings. I guess it's good enough. But when he wants to play and around playoff time, he'll begin very, very good. He'll be a beast as usual. Andrew Bynum, if he can stay healthy, and like I said, healthy, he'll be a beast as usual. Lamar Odom's a great player. I have no doubts about him. But, with this whole battle, it'd be Kendrick Perkins and Serge Ibaka and Nazem Muhammad, and I believe Collison. They could take these guys, I believe. It'd be an interesting matchup to see. I'm not sure how well it would go because I'm not an expert. But these big men of the Oklahoma City Thunder are very good, and, they could contend with the Lakers in my mind. They took them to 6 games with pretty much no big men at all. There's some of these big men on these teams, but it was Nenad Krishuk going up against, if Andrew Bynum was healthy, I can't even remember. And then Pau Gasol on whoever he took. Maybe it was Serge Ibaka, I'm not sure. But they easily handled them in that series. And without Kendrick Perkins, I believe they can be serious contenders. They could take a series against them to 7 games, and maybe even win against the Lakers. I'm gonna slow down a bit though, because I'm gonna give them another year, because this team needs to get used to playing with each other a little bit. And I believe if they win a playoff series or 2 this season, I believe they'll get even better. Maybe if they have enough talent to win a title. They just need to get some experience going. And I know experience in sports, really, I've seen it. It doesn't really matter as much. The Packers pulled that off, in Super Bowl 45. The NCAA tournament, there's underdogs all the time. So experience really is kind of irrelevant. But come on now. It's really, I want to pick them to beat the Lakers. But, I don't see Kobe Bryant not getting past them. Because Kobe Bryant, is probably, in my opinion, best player in the NBA. I don't think anyone else would disagree. You do have your LeBrons and your Dwayne Wades, but Kobe's the man. I still think the Lakers would take this series just because of the experience factor, and this is Phil Jackson's supposed last year, so I would see them winning this. But in the future, if they want to get another big man, that'd be great for them. Have as many big men as you need. If they get an all-star shooting guard, that'd be very good for them, because it'd be Russell Westbrook, as the point guard position. Kevin Durant, small forward. You put Nazem Muhammad at the power forward if you want, but I believe that's Serge Ibaka's job. And then your center is, Kendrick Perkins. So get an all-star shooting guard or a shooting guard that can knock down anything and at any time. They'd be very good hands. And this Western Conference will only be getting older. And the San Antonio Spurs are old as dirt. Tim Duncan doesn't have much left in him. Manu Ginobili's old. Tony Parker's old. That entire team's pretty much just old. And I don't see them making another run after this year. The Lakers, they have some old guys and some young guys, but without Phil Jackson, they won't be the same. Um, and then their other team above the Oklahoma City Thunder are the Dallas Mavericks, who I think they're good. They're not that great. They're a little overrated at times. They've always had early exits in the playoffs the past couple of years. I think they'll be the top team pretty soon, though, if they can get a star shooting guard or a better point guard. No, I'm sorry, not better point guard. I love Jason Kidd. A younger point guard for the future. And that's how I see the Oklahoma City Thunder right now. I want to thank you guys for listening to this, and I am done for the rest of the week. I will not be doing any more shows. I had the weekend off from JMFPSB or BWC Internet Radio at all. I'm going to be at my cousin's house for the weekend just chilling, and you'll be looking forward to some JMFPSB baseball stuff with Tim and Ryan as usual. And thank you for listening, guys, and I'll be back sometime next week. I have the weekend off, so try not to miss me too much. If at all. As usual, I want you to comment on my videos, subscribe to Ryan's channel, and just listen to all our videos. They're really good. We're not experts or anything, but it's just us having a good time. And thank you for listening to this here on BWC Internet Radio.